how organizations fit within that order begins to change. Our actions, our ways of affecting nature are not going to be linear. They can have non-linear effects. A desalinization of the North Sea, for instance, which would stop the Gulf Stream from bringing warm air into Europe, would have enormous effects, even if the cause was simply a slightly more melting of the Arctic, a slightly more potable water flowing into the salinization point, where there's got to be enough salt for the Gulf Stream to go down. But then the consequences would be entirely nonlinear, entirely non-equilibrium, in the sense that the capacities of the planet to be affected are not being taken into account. We think in terms of, well, if we simply reduce the amount of pollution that we put out, there will be a linear consequence. But sometimes we do things at sensitive points in the planet without considering the capacities to be affected of the planet, in which a slight action on our side can have enormously amplified consequences. I believe that it is one of the philosophically important points of our time to become aware of those sensitive points around the world, to map those sensitive points around the world, those points at which capacities to be affected outweigh capacities to affect, because we are constantly affecting the world with our activities. Some places the effects of our actions are simply linear and bring things to equilibrium, but in other cases they can trigger enormous effects which can be both very beneficial or bring catastrophe to humanity. Thank you very much.
I want to use a slight, without challenging any of the points there, well thought out. But I want to point out a slight lack of parallelism with your opening example to formulate a question. The Hooke's law applies to a spring, which is a form, not a metal, which is a material. So your discussion of rubber versus spring and rubber versus metal